Okay, what is going on, guys? Today I'm just going to try and talk through how to get yourself a nice solo win if you are a bit of a noob or just struggling just a little bit to get your wins in. Like, I've done the liberty here of removing that battle bus music because nobody likes it. Now, I've thrown up all the popular places on the map here, but the one place I haven't put up is Tilted Towers, and I will explain why further in the video as to why we're going here. Now, I'll see you down in Tilted. Okay, now a big part of the game personally, if you don't use the surround sound headset, I recommend you really do get one because you hear exactly where your enemies are. Otherwise, all you're going to hear really is an Irish tap dance coming through your TV. Another important thing here is building materials. As you can see, I'm collecting parts here. That's the biggest part of the gunfight, it's building. You want to get yourself some material early on, ready for when you get yourself into these like typical situations here. Alright, so you can see I rushed my shots a little bit on this guy, which causes him to start building straight away. It can be a little bit of a panic as you're obviously going to attract loads of attention in Tilted where people can see a build-up taking place. There's nothing worse than being killed to a third-party guy. Now I've left this clip carry on as you want to get used to being put on the spot. Just as you finish your gunfight, you can potentially be getting yourself straight into another one. So Tilted Towers, it kind of keeps you on your toes. It's really good practice. Okay. I'm going to explain why Tilted is the best place to play here. Almost every game I go into a random squads, they tend to stay away from Tilted, but honestly, if you track down where you're going wrong and progressively correct yourself, you can eventually dominate Tilted. I mean, if you can take out Tilted easy, you can take out any part of the map easy. Here's a tip, eat those cakes if they're there. You'll find them all around these birthday cake stands. They give you health and shield. Same goes for the random apples and mushrooms you find laying around the map. Now this was a rather unfortunate gunfight. I jumped straight in as he was already shooting the other guy, which literally rips almost all of my shield. A good example of collecting materials as a habit here. You never know when you're going to use them or how much you're going to potentially use. As you can see, I'm using a fair bit of materials to make sure I get the high ground on this gunfight. Another unfortunate battle here. This guy was literally carrying a P90 alongside an SMG and a drum gun, which basically means he has around 130 bullets to put straight into my walls and place them down. It's pretty hard to defend off stuff like this, so I throw in a cheeky trap down on that wall in hopes the trap would have finished him off. At this point, you should see this part later in the video. Always remember, where you've seen spare shields or health that you didn't need, as you'll potentially need it later on in the game. You can always come back and grab them. Fights like this, you need to enter with confidence, assess which guy is more of a threat and concentrate on them first. I just suppressed the aggressive player, then picked off the straggler behind this tree just to save him from potentially shooting me in the back.
Nope.
Okay, so like I said earlier, we're now going back to this area where I know I left some heals I potentially needed. It's so helpful for these situations. Now, I've just threw up this structure and this guy didn't even have a clue that I'm here. I'm pretty sure this guy's a max drift or somewhat close. Yeah, there he is. Alright, now he's dead. Another handy thing to know is the range on these grenade launchers. You can save yourself so many rockets and effort just by playing around with it until you know the range. Another example of when I rushed my shots on this guy, he put up a structure before I could take off much shield. Luckily I have bouncer pads which he didn't see coming whatsoever. Yeah, good night, mate. Okay, back to the grenade launcher. You can see how little effort you need once you know the range. Now this guy tries hitting me with the launcher, so if I was to sit there and try to repair my building, he'll just tail it back down. So the simple solution, just keep pushing around the side and get as close as you can to him so you're not in range of his explosions. Here comes another bouncer pad. He doesn't see it come in. 3, 2, 1. Whoop. And he's dead. Okay, so I fast forwarded this build because I'm just saying it's really helpful. It's not entirely insane, but when you build up and you're in the center of the circle, you can just go bang, 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 put these traps down, and then anyone who wants to jump over the top and jump into your structure, they're just gonna get nailed. Okay, at this point I started to realize that my grenade launcher is proving quite useless. I mean, it destroys most of his structure, but then he starts building further and further backwards, so I kinda have to go down to him.
What the fuck was that?
Okay, this guy I thought I'd take by surprise, but then he pulls out a P90, so I'm just sitting here thinking, okay, what do? I know, I got bouncer pads. 3, 2, 1, up. Here I go. He didn't see me come in. This guy is dead. That was an easy gunfight. Now it's a one-on-one. They should be fairly simple. Just gonna rush him with the ramps. Try and get him. He's up behind that tree. I did see him earlier on, so I'm gonna go up to my jump pad. I literally just placed down. Up I go. This guy does not see me come in, so I'm just gonna come down right here. I'm gonna hit him with this pump shotgun. I know I'm thinking, do I get this fancy kill or do I just secure the win? But we're gonna go for the fancy kill anyway. So I'm building up my walls, manages to get up a few sneaky shots here. I'm thinking, right, that's it. Jumper pad, up we go. 3, 2, 1, bang. And that is how we do it. That is how we win our solo game. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you did. If not, tell me why in the comments where I went wrong. Don't forget to subscribe. I really do love the support this channel is getting in such a short amount of time. It really does help. And now we're going to wrap up here, guys, and I will see you in another video.